secrets, betrayal, and someone has an interesting choice to make. We're breaking it all down for you right here on AfterBuzz TV's DISHIN Days, coming up next.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Why, hello, all of you Days of Our Lives fans. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV's DISHIN Days, where we give you a full recap of this week's episodes of NBC's #1 hit soap opera, Days of Our Lives. I'm your host, Tony Moore, and I'm joined by my usual gaggle of gals. We have to my far left,
Michael Mattis.
and of course, the ever so beautiful.
Hi, Tami, Goveia.
And of course, thank you guys for watching us live. If you haven't already, make sure you like us and follow us on all social media platforms. We are DISHIN Days on Instagram and Facebook, and _DISHIN Days on Twitter. The @ is implied. And if you are a huge soap fan, make sure you tune in to Restless Wrap, which is the Young and the Restless recap, and GH Report, which is the General Hospital recap, right after our show to get your daily dose of all the soap opera drama.
Yes, ma'am.
And make sure you head over to iTunes, give us 5 stars, let the kind folks here at AfterBuzz know how much you love the drama that we bring to you right here at DISHIN Days. Leave a comment, and who knows? Nope, not anymore.
I took it out. Remember?
So many new things happening for DISHIN Days coming up, and you guys will see it. But before we dive in, what did you guys think of this week's episodes?
It was good.
It was good.
Such a good week.
Yeah?
One comment that I see on Twitter that a lot of people make about Days over the past year or so is that it's honest about what kind of show it is. It's unapologetically over dramatic. The guys are shirtless all the time. We had a nice little topless Tuesday going on where every man on the show was pretty much either without a shirt or in a wife beater. Yeah, and so
show of hands, who loved Tuesday?
I think it's a universal thing.
Yeah. But no, and so this was a good week and a good example of that. We had some slaps, we had shirtlessess, and just
we had those gasp moments.
Some entendres, talking about boners,
All of it. All of it.
All of it.
Tami, did you enjoy it?
It was lovely. I loved every moment of it. Every shirtless moment of it.
Listen, I am all for the dramatics, and let's dive right into it. It's now time to start. Let me tell you what didn't make the reel. That. It's now time to start DISHIN Days. Tamala?
You sure?
Oh, you want me to?
I do. What?
Dun, dun.
Ba-bam.
Yay!
Right.
Oh, we forgot about that one.
We did.
It's all right. All right. So let's kick things off with this storyline, which is the Will, Sonny, Leo, Xander, and then Dasha, Marlena, and John in there. First off, I want to say that as I was heavily promoting our show today, I saw a lot of comments regarding Leo and Xander. And how a few fans, I don't want to say many, but a few fans, fast forward through these and found it disgusting and all that kind of stuff.
We were just talking about that.
I feel like I saw more favorable than...
I must
maybe I just wasn't paying close attention.
I must have just clicked on the wrong site, but it got me to... I started thinking with this storyline, first of all, I'm super excited about it because it was a pairing that you didn't see happening.
Yeah.
Right.
And then with the situation, it's no different than when Kristen blackmailed Brady into sleeping with her,
Right.
or Sammy and the slew of men that in the many of ways she got her
all the
to
manipulation,
Yes.
blackmail.
And so what I appreciate from Days is that they're treating Leo as I'm going to call him the villain gay. And I feel like we need a villain gay because we had Paul, who was super nice. We have Will, who's super nice. We have Sonny, who has super nice. But who's going to come in and rock their world?
Spice it up.
Right.
Yeah. Insert Leo. And you know what? At first I was like, ooh, I don't know about this Leo. But you know what? I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for Leo. I'm here for all the terminology that's being used and tossed around.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
And in my perfect utopia, it's not defined as a gay storyline.
No.
Or,
That's one thing.
It's like you said, these storylines are universal. Blackmail, love, revenge, manipulation, gay, straight, those terms eventually will just not be in
Right.
existence.
Yeah.
And they've been doing a good job of that ever since they introduced Sunny and had the Will coming out of the closet story.
Yes,
They've
yes.
treated these gay characters not as any kind of stereotype, not as any kind of like I can't remember. I can't think of the word.
Caricature?
But caricature.
That's
yeah,
a good
exactly.
one, yeah. That's been
but
about
they've been-
relationships.
They've been
That's to
treated.
myself.
Webster's dictionary over here. No, they've just been treated like any other character, and it hasn't.
Yeah.
Been, it hasn't. The storylines haven't been about them being gay,
No. It's about
which is amazing.
It's about the same blackmail, manipulation, gain of power
Broken
that every
hearts.
other
Romance.
character,
Yeah.
yes, that every other character has needed. And so, first of all, I think just this week with their storyline, my mouth was just hitting the floor because I was.
So was Leo's.
I was saying kudos to Days and the network, NBC and the writing team for really what I feel like is like really pushing like some of the dialogue and some of
Yeah.
the jokes because I think it goes with Leo's character when him and Xander were in the room and he was like, Champagne, I'm gonna need something a little more stiff, and he was like, oh, I got something stiff for you, and I'm like. Exactly, like that's the snappy comeback that we expect.
The banana with the visual.
Oh.
That was like, I'm surprised that made it onto air, but
Yes.
I was happy it
Isn't
did.
it amazing though that there was no dialogue to that?
No.
It was
There didn't
the
need to be.
image
No.
and the suggestion of it
Yeah.
that
It
was
was-
so powerful.
It was that text, and then it was that moment, and I was like, all right, all right,
I enjoy the newness of this.
yes.
I enjoy that.
Now, someone in the chat room said that they don't think Xander is actually going to go through with it. Do you guys think that
I
Xander's
don't.
going to go
I
with
can
it?
honestly. My gut tells me no,
Okay.
but that's just my gut. I don't know. My gut tells me no. He won't go through with it.
I don't think they're going to go through with it. I don't know if they're going to get interrupted by something. But I think I was saying to the both of you, I'm shocked that he even gave this serious consideration.
Well, serious
Which,
consideration, and
like
then
you said, Leo's Leo and Xander is Xander.
Yeah.
And that's.
and then going through with it. But
Do
then
you think he's going to go through with it?
I don't know. Okay, because this is. I was talking about this with a friend of mine, and no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. However, someone was like, I mean, Xander has been to jail, and I was like,
I mean,
well,
Wow, the things that go unspoken, but right?
I mean,
why, Tony? What happens in jail?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm too cute to go to jail.
All of us would. Yeah.
I
no.
wouldn't survive. But I really like it. I like this pairing. I like that, they are both after something in the Kyriakis family, and one has something that will help the other, and it's the same story, just insert different people. So
Exactly.
And Xander and Leo actually did have a very touching moment, no pun intended.
Yeah.
When Xander says to Leo, I underestimated you.
yeah.
There was a moment where they both had this mutual respect for one another, regardless
Of
of
what's about to go
what's
down.
going on.
Yeah.
And I thought that was great.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
I am interested in. Well, first of all, I love the sneaking around that Will and Sunny are
Yeah.
having to do.
I know I'm not supposed to call you. I
Yeah.
just had to hear your voice.
Or like being in the hospital and being like, I'm in room 205. And it's like, for some reason, I'm all like, ooh, like, go get your man. Hey. Like, I'm like all for it. But I'm really curious and interested in seeing this whole storyline that they're building with Leo's mom.
Yeah.
And how that is going to interrupt whatever is going to happen with Leo and Xander.
Yeah, apparently that's the only force that can shatter Leo, that
Mm-hmm.
can stop him. So I'm looking forward to it.
The mother.
The mother
And
of
Leo,
all mothers.
Leo is no fool. Like, I commend Sonny for being, having a tender moment and then trying to mention his mom. And Leo was like, what you want to know about my mama for? And then he made a phone
that
call,
bad?
and
Yeah.
I wanted to be like, I was thinking like, oh, is Leo making like a phone call to his mom? Like, Heifer, don't say nothing. I
Yeah.
don't like you, but if anybody contacts
Yeah.
you, don't you say nothing.
Did we see that phone call? I don't remember.
No,
I
it
don't
was just like a
was
imply.
Got it.
He
Okay.
was just implying that there was some sort of connection with somebody after that. But his radar is up. He's like,
The defenses, the radar.
yeah. And I'm glad that that John and Will, you know, even though whatever happened with Paul, they're, you know, John's like,
They're just so amazing.
you know, I'm willing to help.
But I mean, that's expected. You know, that's true to John's character.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even Will felt uncomfortable about it. And,
Yeah.
Marlene,
Let's
and
be honest.
Marlena's all, John, he needs your help.
Yeah, that whole scene in the pub before Will came in and like
The food.
Marlena was like,
Oh, the bacon?
the bacon.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
he didn't say anything
bacon.
about bacon. And
You
then
know how he is with his food.
and then she was like to Will, I would offer you some, but you know how John is about his food. I was like, I love this moment because it just, I don't know, for some reason it makes them seem so much more real.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? It's like we now know, don't touch John's food and don't expect him to share. Because he specifically said, don't touch my pancakes, but she was like, you ain't saying nothing about bacon. I love it. I love that
Me
moment.
too.
All right, so there's that. More to come with that. I had my own joke
What
in my
happened?
head, and I'll see if anyone caught it. All right.
I think I did.
So there's.
Oh, I just got the joke.
Well,
okay.
of course
you
you
know
did.
me, I'm a little slow to the party sometimes.
Tamala. There's always the
I have my
invite, but never the
Jennifer Ward
RSVP.
moments.
Wow.
All right, so then there's Chad, Abigail, Gabby, Stefan, and Kate.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on with
Can
these
I
people.
just
Yeah.
say, I mean, Kate, I really miss her.
What do you mean?
They
Kate
pop
Manzi?
her in.
Oh, no, the character Kate.
Lauren Coslow.
Got it, yeah.
You know, they give her, you know, she had a lovely scene with Abigail trying to apologize and
When she was
that
at
sort of
the,
thing.
it cracked me up when Abigail came to the door and turned around. She's like,
Trying
I
to
see you,
tiptoe
Abigail.
away. That was awesome.
I rewinded that part a couple of times
I
because
see you.
it was like not Abigail, and then she was just kind of like she had the iPad and she was just kind of like.
I wasn't sure what she was doing at first. Like,
And
what
then
is
she like
doing?
tiptoed, and then and then Kate's like,
That's what happens.
see you,
when
Abigail.
You have
Look
those
at the
windows. If she
Yeah.
didn't have those windows there.
right, she should
could've
have
gone
those
away
little
with it.
curtains.
Yes.
Yeah, but she Abigail literally tried to like slither
Yeah.
down and like exit stage left, and she was even tiptoeing, and Kate was just like. Bitch, I see you. Like, where you going? So I love that moment, but I love that Kate was really trying to make amends with her.
It's going to take time.
Yeah,
I think she's more trying to make amends with Chad. I think that's her agenda. I don't think it was. I don't think she's trying to really make amends or apologize to Abigail. I feel like she's trying to make up for what she did to Chad. I
But
think
she
that's her
knows that
agenda.
she needed that moment with Abigail
Right,
for
for
Chad.
Chad, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I thought I thought she was trying to have a tender moment with Abigail.
I just
Well,
want
she
more
may
of her.
she may have been,
I miss
and
Kate.
that's part of her
I miss
trying to
Lauren
make amends.
Coslow. I want a
Yeah.
new storyline
Kate
for
needs
her.
Kate
We're ready to have
needs
her
a
back
Kate
full
storyline,
speed.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why this just made me laugh, but Scott Holston said, laugh out loud, they don't give Alice Horton's house any respect. I don't know why that made me laugh. Like, I looked at it and I was like, he's probably right.
Yeah.
Like, they
Well, it
just be
hasn't
coming
been
up in that
updated
house.
in about 30 years.
Well, you know, they're just
You know,
trying
the
to...
Kiriakis mansion had that beautiful
I like
makeover.
that though that they don't, and it's probably just me, but
Well,
I like
just
that
a
they.
little. It needs a little.
The
I thought
Kiriakis
it
mansion is
did.
new.
Like, it got
That's not
fresh
the old-
paint and
yeah.
stuff.
It's new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a new set.
Maggie
Newish.
Maggie came in and redecorated the Kiriakis
Yeah.
mansion. Okay, so then Chad and first for Chad.
Yeah, a lot
Stefan.
happened with this story.
Yeah.
Like,
Stefan
where
and
to
Gabby.
start?
Okay,
Yeah.
so Stefan got let go.
I'm back.
Yes, because granted, somebody's taking the fall for
Right.
his treason.
Now, do you think
Wait.
he set someone up to take the fall, or do you
Of
think
course.
actually
No.
someone? I think it was someone else. I don't
Yeah,
think he actually did it.
I think Stefan was innocent.
I mean, I
from
know
that,
Hope and everyone
of
else
that.
thinks he hired someone
Yeah.
to take the fall, but I don't think he did.
Okay, either he's didn't do. Okay, I don't think he did it. So either he didn't do it and he did find someone to take the fall, or he didn't do it and somebody actually.
Confess.
Yeah, and they're just kind of moving on from
Yeah.
this.
So you think he did it and just hired somebody?
I
to
don't
take
know.
the
For
fall?
some reason, I didn't really believe that he had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a Demera plan, there would be a reason why he would have wanted Steve to...
that information.
Yeah. So it doesn't make sense for him to do that to Steve when he had so much power over Kayla because he gave Steve the eye.
And don't you think there might have been something in the storyline that would have made the viewers go, ooh, maybe he is behind it. And
Yeah.
there was never a moment like that.
So I think that was just a way to have Steve exit stage left, and because it was still kind of out there, it's like, all right, let's blame it on him, but then someone else take the fall so we can kind of be done with it.
Yeah.
And then it's just gonna go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now Stefan is there's a power struggle going on at Demira now because Stefan wants to come back, and now the board is trying to make a decision about who they want to instate, and until then, everything is on hold.
I think the board should force the two of them, Chad and Stefan, to work
Co-CEOs.
together. That's
been
what
done
I'm
on the
hoping the
soaps
board
before,
will
so-
come back with.
Yeah, maybe. And Gabby's not out for blood, but she's out for her company.
Stefan needs to hide the fire pokers. The fireplace pokers.
Everybody needs to hire the fire
You know?
poker.
Attention, all citizens of Salem.
Seriously,
Please hide your fire pokers. We are no longer doing them this season. Okay, so question for you guys. Who do you think, and I asked the chat room this too, and we'll see what they say. Who do you think should run Demira Enterprises, Chad or Stefan?
Chad.
I want the both of them to do it. Just for the drama of it. But if it had to be one or the other, then Chad. Yeah. But I would like to see the both of them forced to
There's
work
more
together.
potential for drama if Stefan is CEO.
Yeah.
That would be but I feel like Chad should, regardless.
I think that if we want to continue the Demira way that we know, it should be Stefan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they're going to stick with a very new way of rebranding Demira, then it should be Chad. But I think for the drama of it all, it should be Stefan. That's just me. Some people said Kate.
Right. I see, and I want Kate in that boss lady role again.
Yeah.
And not just walking around town, like,
Apologizing.
I don't know, apologizing
I
and
know.
stirring the pot, you know?
Mike Bowman said, let Johnny run it. The son of Sammy and EJ.
Oh, little Johnny.
Little Johnny.
That Rafe is off to save.
Yes.
Mike Bowman
Yeah.
also said, bring crazy Anna back to run it. I'm for that, bringing
That would be
Anna
fun.
Demira back.
That would be fun.
I'm seeing a lot of Chad. Oh, Sarah, you just said, what about Eve?
I really enjoyed the moment, even though it was under false pretenses when Chad offered her that contract.
Right.
Yeah.
Last
Like,
week.
you know what? I would love to see Chad and Eve work together. That would be a hoot. That would be a hoot.
A hoot and a half.
A
Hoot and a half.
hoot and a holler.
Yeah.
All right, and
Abigail and Chad, they had that little intimate moment. They had the kiss.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that moment.
They're gonna get back
of going.
together.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
going to take a little time.
Mm-hmm.
will somebody tell Gabby to sit down? Like, okay, listen. I love Gabby. I do. I love her bossness. I love that. But she keeps going around here making all these threats.
Yeah. She needs
You
to
almost
take a
went to jail
moment.
already. Like, I'm gonna need you to just like go find a dose of humble pie, take a little bite of it, and just be like, okay, I see you, and then walk away. But in your mind, be like, I'm gonna get you, sucker.
She needs some therapy sessions with Dr. Marlena Evans.
Oh, God.
She has anger management issues.
Well,
Little Miss Gabby.
she keep throwing these threats
Can we
around.
get another psychiatrist in Salem, please?
Well, you know what? That's a perfect idea. And you know who I think should be the next psychiatrist of Salem?
Who, Tony?
Terrence, a.k.a.
I
Maxine
thought he was a
Son.
physical therapist.
Listen, honey, that ship sailed. That
He
ship,
can moonlight as a physical therapist.
look, that ship sailed when they hired the other black guy to be the physical
I know,
therapist for Paul.
he's out of town.
So now I gotta think of something
Salem
else.
needs an in-town physical
In
therapist.
town. Well, no,
Because, people are always falling out of windows and...
this is true. However, right now the position that's open is a new therapist. Okay, so
Okay.
moving on, we have Eric, Brady, Chloe, Sarah, and Xander.
Holy macaroni. Michael brought something up.
I
That
did.
maybe they're looking at pairing Chloe with Rex.
I mean, they
That
had a couple
collision
scenes
they
together.
had that moment at the end.
Oh,
where
because he
runs
ran
out
after Sarah.
and collides with
Yeah.
Chloe. And there was
I think at this point
that
they're testing it.
moment.
Wait, did you mean to put Rex instead of Xander?
I forgot Rex, but I meant to put Xander in there too because he was involved too.
I see what you did.
Yeah.
Let me just make a. Okay. This is the live TV, y'all. Okay.
And I don't know what I think about that. I think
Rex and Chloe?
yeah.
I kind of like
think
we were
I'm-
talking about
I'm Team Brady and Chloe.
Broy. Hashtag
Even
Broy.
though they have so much history that maybe
I
it's
think
too much to
Nadia
get
and Eric
past
have
it.
a nice
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This week, I think we have all decided how we feel about Rex.
doll.
Well, now we've really decided
Mm-hmm.
what we feel about Rex.
So, how do you feel about Rex,
How do you
Michael
feel
Mattis?
about Rex, Michael Mattis?
In one word.
Dog.
Arr, arr, arr.
There's a full moon tonight.
Is that how you feel
Oh
too,
my
Tammy?
living word!
How do you feel about
His
Rex?
sister.
Unbelievable.
Her sister.
Well, first let's talk about the sister.
Wait, how do you feel about Rex?
Can you? What's the word?
Dog.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
yes!
I see how that. Okay. I see the correlation there. Got it.
I remember when he had that conversation with Sarah, and she found out there was another person besides Mimi. Thinking, there's two. That was the moment. Like Rex, you are on my.
But I
X
really
list.
tried to be like, I wanted to root
tried.
for Rex. I was like,
But
go
the sister,
Rex.
you don't cross. I was saying to Michael, he needs to just say goodbye to Sarah because there's no coming back from this. There's no ever coming back from this.
Here's the thing about Rex. Rex is that person who you look at and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for you. And then it all hits the fan. And the excuses are, oh my gosh, she was laying on the ground and I slipped and fell and things just happened. And you look at him like,
Just fell in.
like really? Rex?
Yeah.
You were
Really?
gone. Oh, so this is my fault. It was
Yeah.
it was a great dialogue.
Yeah.
It was very realistic.
So Rex has now become that guy. But you know what? Chloe like had a point. She was like, gosh, this is why I feel like I fall in love with Chloe more and more. Like she was literally like, bruh, you don't tell her like the truth. You
Like,
tell
you
her
coulda made
anyone else. You could have said me.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, right on, Chloe. Like, look at you, like taking one for the team, like kind of
but
being the
Sarah
wing
did
woman.
say, "Don't lie to me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to be honest.
So in the moment, he made that choice.
He
he's
did
a
make
dog.
that choice,
He's
but
a dog.
she's just like, and when I tell you she reached through the depth of Brady Pub to slap the
Ooh.
ever-living dogness
So
out
good.
of
He
him.
did that.
Yeah. God, Sarah is so hood. She real hood.
Yeah.
Like,
He deserved a knee.
Oh yeah.
You know, she could have gone there and
Yeah.
had every right.
and she is not feeling him like at all.
No.
And Rex keeps going like, hey yo, bruh, Eric, bruh.
Help me out, man.
Like, help me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, throw in a good word for me, you know? That's my impression of Rex. Throw me a good word in there, you know? Like,
well, and
try to
Eric's
help
just
me
kind of
land
like
the girl.
whatever. Like Eric's
I
not
feel like-
having it either.
But I feel like Eric looks at him like, because, you know, Greg Vaughn has, like, those looks. But it's that look of, like, are you dumb or just
Yeah.
so stupid?
Like, I don't know if I should be helping you out because, you know, you did some really messed up stuff. I don't know if I should be helping you out.
Yeah.
Landon Fuller says, I don't know if I love Sarah yet. I love her.
I
You guys
love
like her?
Oh, I love her.
do
I love her when she's not.
Righteous, self-righteous.
Being self-righteous, yeah.
That's your thing. I
Yeah.
love her all shapes and forms.
Terrell, oh, that was a good one. Let me scroll up. Terrell Bellinger says, Chloe Lane is truly Salem's answer to Erica Kane from All My Children. Oh no, where'd it go? There's more. Gosh, oh, there it is. Chloe Lane is truly Salem's answer to Erica Kane from All My Children. Gone but not forgotten. But Erica has more marriages than Chloe.
Give Chloe some time and
Yeah. Right.
let her be on the canvas a little bit.
Right.
What did you think about Sarah wanting some revenge sex with Eric?
I get it.
But I feel like it's not revenge.
Hello?
Partly. I take it back, partly. But I feel like she does actually genuinely
cares
have
about
some
Eric.
sort of
Yeah,
feelings for him.
and she did bring that up. We have
Yeah.
a connection. You can't deny that.
I don't
I'm
think
in
it's gonna
pain.
happen.
You're
though.
in pain.
And Eric is just like, stop.
I don't think it's gonna happen, and that's why she's gonna go to Xander.
Oh, 'cause Xander was in that clip.
Yeah.
But that would hurt Eric so much. That I don't understand. What could possibly lead her to Xander when she knows how much Eric hates him?
Well, I don't know. That's like a
Xander must have BDE.
Oh, snap.
If you don't know what it is, look it up.
I did like their first interaction with each other, how she described like the douchiest of douchiest men, and then he comes in and like takes her muffin, and she's just like,
I posted that expression.
Me?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh
she's
my
like,
God.
excuse me, like that was my muffin.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I was just hungry, but that blueberry muffin did look
good.
good. Okay, right?
Kudos to Crafty for that.
Yeah, for that.
Good.
All right, that was that storyline, and now let's take care of some business.
Let's take care of some business. So, After Buzzers, we here at the network produce shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and a whole lot more. There's really no network that covers and supports television like ours does. But now we need your help a little bit. We're asking you to please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels, because subscribing to our channels will also help you discover new shows that we're pretty sure you're going to love. Since you're already tuned into the drama channel, you might also be interested in Better Call Saul, Greenleaf, Orange is the New Black, Yellowstone, and don't forget, again, our other soap block content shows for General Hospital, GH Report, and Young and the Restless Wrap, also to be found on the Drama Channel. Remember, we have channels for other genres too, so please don't be shy about subscribing to them either. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, don't be, because they are optional. It's easy. Hit that subscribe button now for an even easier AfterBuzz TV experience. And if you let us know you did in the comments, we'll thank you on air. Thanks for being the best fans ever. We promise to continue to do our best to serve y'all. And that has been...
This announcement is brought to you by the kind folks of AfterBuzz TV. I'm so sorry. I laughed during it because Lori...
Because of the chat room.
Lori in the chat room said, if Hope raises that eyebrow one more time. And it just made me giggle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, so let's keep this...
It's perfect, because that's our next storyline.
Well, speaking of Hope, Hope, Rafe, Ben, Ted, and Stefan. First of all, I'm over the whole Hope Ben thing.
Hope Ben thing,
Yeah, I just want to say that.
Okay, and speaking of which, Ben was only on for one day, for like 2 minutes this week.
I love that you like have that embedded in your mind.
Because I felt so bad for him.
He did have like,
he
did play
Hope
it like,
was just
like
this,
like
going back to, you know what, woman? And I felt like he was really lost without Sierra. Knowing that she's not even in town, he's really lost.
And that has to show a lot of care for Sierra at the fact that he was willing to like bite his tongue, come to the station, and just be like, Hope, like, have you heard from Sierra? Like, is she okay?
Where is she? And just wanted to make a comment. Sharon, New York, 1978, says, can you please bring up the connection this week of Jack and Jen telling him how messed up his family life was growing up, but yet nobody can give Ben a second chance.
That's not true. People are giving Ben a second chance.
Who?
Sierra.
Okay.
You name one.
That's one person.
That's one. Claire.
No.
Claire is in it for her own benefit.
I'm just saying this whole thing about like comparing these people that did like a couple bad things to someone who intended to murder multiple people. Like,
but if you look at Ben's upbringing, what his father did to him.
Okay, I'm sure there were people that had bad childhoods that didn't go around trying to murder people. So I can understand the not wanting to give. I can understand the mentality of not wanting to immediately give Ben a second chance. So I see those comments and I'm like, yeah, he has a little more earning to do.
He does. He does.
I think everybody is just torn between. Some of us are willing to give Ben a second chance, and other people are like, no. Yep. And so I'm on the side of just give him a second chance,
a third chance.
Yeah.
Now he's third. Marlon is like, but he's kidnapping people now. So he's not
doing
his
job.
He's not doing that. But okay, he quit. Fine, but he still did it. Well, he made the choice to do it, and he has to pay for that. So, and I'm Team Sin, but I understand the other side of it too.
So Landon Fuller says, I'm sorry, I see more chemistry between Ted and Hope than Hope and Rafe. Like I said last week, Hope needs, I hate when that happens, Hope needs a better storyline. Christian Alfonso is a great actress. Let's not waste her talents.
I love the chemistry between Gilles Marini and Christian Alfonso.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
I'd like to see
intrigued
them
if Rafe
explore
is going to leave town to go help little Johnny. Then I'm,
That was odd to me.
will they have another dinner where Ted cooks something for her?
Listen,
I don't know.
I always know what Hope is feeling when, someone touches her and she looks up and that one eyebrow goes. I'm like, okay. She's kind of loosing the goose for Ted. How did you guys feel about Rafe getting the call from Sammy and then saying that he's gonna go help Sammy?
Why Rafe? Like to Hope's point, why? Oh, because of the connection with
Because of
Johnny.
the connection
right.
with Johnny,
Okay,
which
so that
made
was how we
sense.
explained that.
Yeah.
That made sense.
That made sense.
It's, I don't. I mean, fine, go. See you later, Rafe.
I'm trying to put myself in Hope's shoes, and it comes down to trust. Mm-hmm. She doesn't trust him. You either trust
I
someone
wouldn't.
after that,
Yeah.
what happened, or you don't, and she doesn't, which doesn't make the distance very good.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Agree. But this will pave the way for Hope to explore
Ted.
Ted. Yeah.
And I mean, listen, if she needs help, let me know. All right, so we are moving on to Abe, Melinda, Sheila, Lonnie, Eli, Xander again.
Xander's just everywhere. And
Yeah,
Sade.
and Sade.
And I don't. I will
Smooth
say,
Just a sidebar,
operator.
like the episode with the Sade tickets, that was Sade's birthday.
Oh,
that day was
nice.
actually Sade's birthday. So Ron Carlivara, blah, 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 must be a big fan of Sade.
I love that.
Because I was like, why Sade of all
Yeah,
people?
it's kind
Yeah.
of obscure.
I'm surprised they didn't keep on with you got TLC tickets?
She's already been to
they're on
CLC.
tour. They're on tour.
They are. They
right?
played somewhere around here, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But it's continuing. I just have to say, right from the get-go, that I don't appreciate Sheila threatening Abe with the whole sexual harassment angle, the false sexual
look,
harassment angle.
she trying to keep her
because
job.
it gives that women a really bad name
Mm-hmm.
by doing that. It's like, girl,
I think she was just trying to keep her job.
well, she didn't deserve to keep her job after leaking that information to Xander. She deserved to be fired.
True.
That's
but she did
Wow.
not get proper
No.
identification.
Wow. Anybody else would be fired for that.
But listen, I mean, if Xander came into my office and needed anything and the payment was
And you
a ticket to the gun
thing,
show,
and you'd be fired.
I would have been a little more smarter about it. I would have said, well, you can go and come back. I'll still be here. I'll be here late for you.
I felt bad for Abe.
Yeah. Do you
I know
guys think,
Babe got first Melinda and then
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
do you guys think something's happening with Abe and Sheila? And if there is, do we like it?
I have moments when I think
Yeah.
something might happen, but I don't know if I like it.
I don't know. I'd have to
see it more?
I'd have to let it simmer and see how
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Melinda and Abe,
No.
That's
Melinda
not
has her
gonna
own thing. And
but
girl,
the hostility could,
But girl,
eventually-
stop trying to get a win, Miss Melinda. Like, like, go dig up a case that actually is worth reviewing. She's just trying to get a win somehow. But we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Really quick before we start running out of time, Jack, Jennifer, Eve, and Kayla.
What happened with that?
Well, it was
they
just that
finished
first episode.
yeah,
It was that Monday episode.
at the end of the dinner.
Where Eve
interrupted them.
interrupts Jen and Jack. And
I think at this point, Jack just doesn't feel worthy of someone like Jennifer.
Well, no, because he was told about all the
Yeah.
stuff that he did.
yeah, but
And-
she also said to him, granted, you did some bad stuff, but you really redeemed yourself in the end. And it's fascinating that even when he had his memories, when he was just Jack, he was able to work through his issues and get to a point where he was a good guy. And now that he has amnesia, those old wounds are where he's coming from. Not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough.
He did kind of snap out. I felt like a connection starting between
Yeah.
him and Jennifer, but once Eve came in, he
Came
kind of
in.
snapped out of it and was just like, I was just here for the money,
Yeah.
for the 10 grand that Chad paid him,
Well, we'll
which
see.
is kind of sad.
I'm very interested in this next storyline, which is JJ, Haley, and Melinda.
Really, really quick. I hated the fact when Eve and Kayla met up in the square.
Oh yes.
When Eve said to Kayla, "Well, he did rape you." When she brought
Yeah,
that up.
that was
It's
low.
like, really?
Yeah.
You
But that's
really
Eve.
needed to bring that up.
But that's Eve.
I know it is, but that was low.
You know Eve likes to drop receipts.
I know. That was a wrecking ball moment.
Well, she
that
came in
was
like a wrecking ball.
moment. Okay, so we can move on now. JJ, Haley, and Melinda.
I really like this storyline. I love, the care that JJ has for Haley. I feel
She's so good.
Yeah, I feel bad for Haley, and I really want to know this secret. And Melinda, in true Melinda way, was just like, don't tell nobody we related. You get out of my
But
house.
JJ figured that out. I'm
Yeah.
glad we don't have to drag this
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
I'm glad he's like, I know you two are sisters. What
Because
are
she
you
was
hiding?
just like, oh, the Asian American, we're all family.
Right.
And he was like, no,
Yeah,
didn't buy
no.
it.
So I like that.
Yeah.
And-
JJ's apartment's back.
Yes. And that was really sweet of him to cook breakfast. And I was just like, you did all that for eggs, bacon, and toast? I thought you was over there like cooking up
I
something
know, it
terrible.
sounded like he was.
Yeah, I thought it was like some
Like
big
eggs
huge...
Benedict or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, I made scrambled eggs. I was like, that didn't sound like scrambled eggs. But,
Well, listen, whatever he was cooking, I would have ate it. All
And
right.
what's the actress who plays Haley? What's her
Thea.
name?
Thea.
Her scene with Dr. Marlena Evans was amazing. She must have been terrified. She's a newbie.
Yeah.
She must
But
have been terrified to be working opposite.
But
Deidre
she
Hall.
did amazing. And,
She did.
and when those tears flowed, I was like, yes, I'm in it
Yeah,
with you.
so kudos. Kudos to
She was just kind of like,
Great work.
I'm tired of this. I'll tell you everything. And I was like,
I know.
But
I
then
can't
they didn't say
wait.
it.
I want to hear.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. That has been your week of days. And now we're going to zip through our segments, which we're going to start with mine, which is Tony's official 3 Snaps Award. Oh, snap! All right. Now, sometimes what's happening in the foreground is not what you should be paying attention to. Sometimes you got to take a peek into the background. And when Sarah slapped Rex, and it was the slap heard across all of Brady Pub, I looked straight to the back and I saw these 3 background
Yes.
actors with the
Look at you
same
guys.
reaction that I did. And I was like, yes, y'all better get y'all camera time. Y'all better have the right reaction. I'm living for y'all. And therefore, the background actors in this episode gets Tony's official 3 Snaps Award. Oh,
I
They
love
get a
that.
snap.
The extra extras.
The extra extras. Oh, I get it. All right, and now it's time for Designer
Okay, so this week, it's going to Miss Melissa Reeves. It was back on the Monday episode. Love her in this metallic knit tiered midi dress by Michael Kors. Halter neckline, sleeveless, cut-in shoulders, A-line silhouette with a ruffled hem. Miss Melissa Reeves as Jennifer. This is the outfit of the week. Congratulations.
And that has been Designer Days. And now it's time for Caption That.
All right, this week's photo for Caption That was of #Leander, not the banana scene like was requested on
We were
Twitter.
all hoping for the banana.
I know. However, I did get a great caption for this photo, which is, I don't know who it should be, either Leo or Xander, saying, "Drink up, you're gonna need stitches."
Wow.
That was an early one too. I saw that and I was like, done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
There you
and
go.
That has
Okay.
been Caption That. All right, and now it's time for
Oh no, I didn't.
AfterBuzz TV News.
and the caption that goes to
The caption that went to Love Shadow at Love My Cat Shadow on Twitter. My apologies for forgetting that.
Herb. And now we're in news and gossip, and let's zip through it. Go.
All right, on Saturday, June 1st, you can join Eric Martolf and Kyle Lauder when they host a fan event with photos, autographs, dancing, and karaoke. The event will take place at the Sheridan Airport Hotel in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. For more information and tickets, including VIP packages, visit eventbrite.ca.
And a somewhat new face will be arriving in Salem this week. Judith Chapman is joining the show as Diana, who has ties to Leo and to John Black. Judith recently appeared as the ghost Angelica Devereaux, the character she played in the late 80s in this year's Halloween episode. Fun fact, Judith and Greg Reichart played mother and son for years on The Young and the Restless. We can't wait to see what kind of drama Diane brings to Salem.
Yes. Starstruck fan events. Saturday night's dinner might be sold out, but there are still tickets for all other events during Starstruck fan events Days weekend next month. You join Galen Gehring, Nadia Bjorlin, Brian Datillo, Eric Martov, and Jordi Villasuso for a weekend of fun, February 9th and 10th. Events include a meet and greet and a day at the Georgia Aquarium. For more info and to purchase tickets, visit starstruckfanevents.com or follow Starstruck Fans 2 on Twitter.
And lastly, we want to send a very, very happy birthday today to our friend Sal Stowers.
Happy
We hope
birthday.
you're having a great day, Sal. We love
Yay!
you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not like spoilers, close your eyes because it's now time to
Earmuffs.
take a peek at what's going to happen next week on Days of Our Lives.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Whoopsie. Here we go.
Her new attraction.
What?
Is just one option.
I'm much better looking than he is.
And the spark
Would you like to have dinner with me tonight?
that soon
You do know she's a married woman.
will ignite.
Oh, snap! Oh, see,
going
look at that
in.
eyebrow. Y'all saw that eyebrow? Y'all saw that
going
eyebrow.
in.
She's like, you know what?
Ted, you are fearless.
Oh, I don't know. I feel
Cheers.
like that Ted and Hope are giving me the feels
Yeah,
of
totally.
Aiden and Hope. I'm here for
Oh.
it. And I love now that there's about to be a little triangle between Haley, JJ, and Trip.
Did not expect that.
I didn't expect it either.
I'm Team JJ, though. Just going to
Okay.
say that.
I'm
see how it
team
plays
Yeah,
JJ.
we will see. No, I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, well, that has been your week of days. Before we head out, Michael Mattis,
Yes.
let's see if you actually remember your social
Where
media.
can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter, MLMattis1, and Instagram, MLMattis.
Yay!
Hey, and you can find me on Twitter at Tami Goveia, Insta and Facebook, Tami Goveia Official. Follow.
And you can find all of us on DISHIN Days on Facebook and Instagram and _DISHIN Days on Twitter. And you can find little old me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next Sunday for another recap of your favorite soap opera Days of Our Lives right here on AfterBuzz TV's DISHIN Days. Bye, everybody.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.